Hi, Ana Maria. Hope you're doing well in Colombia. So, as you know, this discussion is about how the many obstacles to mainstreaming CVA in the humanitarian response has been addressed through this COVID-19 crisis, and what forced us as a humanitarian actor into this breakthrough through the mainstream of CVA interventions?
The obstacles are the common ones. Informality and lack of financial inclusions, at least in the region of Latin America, it's very common. And part of the situation beforehand, the COVID-19, is that the typical payment mechanisms in G2P programs was understood as an operational aspect. So going digital was not necessarily something that we have been prioritizing in the design of social programs. But COVID-19 was a catalyst in consumer behavioral change, among others. There was a need-driven innovation in banking. And so we saw a move from non-digital to digital users. And these, we have seen an unprecedented growth in e-commerce and in digital adoption in general, which has helped a lot in this shift.
I completely agree with your statement here. And I think that 19 COVID has completely unlocked some old ways of working in the humanitarian community of practice around CVA. We've been seeing CVA in West Africa as a big mountain that we cannot climb. And COVID-19 have made us hit the wall, you know, like, we had to change. The second question that I would ask you would be, so how would you describe what got us there as a community? And what were the enabler factors that pushed us for change in that very specific moment, and that allowed us to move forward in this agenda?
We had an emergency context, no? So we needed to have a quick response, and I believe that's something that happened to every government. So this was a driver to take a wider advantage of the technology that was available, and it also gave us confidence to try new approaches. And we, of course, had some building blocks, which I believe that every country has been developing in the past years to create a more inclusive digital payment ecosystem that helped us in delivering the aid in a much efficient way.
Exactly. I would say that there's been a very, very strong advocacy for CVA in the past 10 years. And based on this huge advocacy work that have been done by the humanitarian community of practice, we start preparing. When this crisis hit, we were ready to do cash and voucher assistance. Maybe as my final question, I would say, do you think that this transformation will transcend the current moment of uncertainty around the response to this crisis as a long-term change in cash and voucher assistance, in that it will help, you know, really take these modalities at scale in the future?
After what we saw in the COVID-19, there's no doubt that G2P digital payments create opportunities for everyone. Definitely linking social protection schemes with financial inclusion and digital technologies, it allows us to have a better social impact and promote a financial development in a very virtuous way. It brings benefits to all, to the beneficiaries or the population, but it also brings a lot of benefits even to the financial entities and the financial sector in general, which is they don't have typically these type of clients, but with this whole experience in the COVID-19, they learn about these new clients and how to create opportunities to expand their portfolio to better serve those communities. And then governments obviously gain efficiency and transparency in the payment chain and delivering the aid.
Those new systems, those new financial systems are resilient. They're resilient. Mm-hmm. And we need this kind of systems to push us to the next level in terms of cash and voucher assistance to be mainstream and put at scale for the humanitarian response in the world.